So let's shift to the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns right now are 8-3 heading into Week 13 of the 2020 NFL season. They would be the number 5 seed right now if the playoffs started today. The Cleveland Browns have a really talented roster. Their offensive line is very good. Their wide receiver core is pretty good, even though Odell Beckham Jr. is hurt. Jarvis Landry is pretty good. They've got some really good tight ends. They can run the football effectively with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And the Cleveland Browns defense has slowly become a very underrated unit. They're only allowing 13.7 points per game over their last 4 ball games. So Cleveland's very talented, but I gotta say, most of the credit for the Cleveland Browns' success in 2020 should go to Kevin Stefanski, their brand new head coach. Kevin Stefanski appears to be a hit at head coach for the Cleveland Browns. The players have seemed to have bought into what Kevin Stefanski is all about. And I gotta say, man, I think Kevin Stefanski is one of the leading candidates for the 2020 NFL Coach of the Year. He's been that good as a head coach in Cleveland in 2020. What Kevin Stefanski did is he identified very early what his team is and what his team was not. That's very key, because that is something that Freddie Kitchens last year just simply could not do. He was over his head. He was a terrible head coach, one of the worst coaches I've ever seen. Kevin Stefanski, the exact opposite. And Kevin Stefanski has taken the pressure off of Baker Mayfield. That's very key, because he's not asking Baker Mayfield to carry this offense. And a lot of people knock Baker Mayfield. They say, Baker's no good. He's an average quarterback. And that might be true. I'm not here to make that judgment on Baker Mayfield quite yet. I think Baker Mayfield is better than people give him credit for, but I'll see how I feel about Baker Mayfield after I see him play a playoff game. Then I'll fully judge Baker Mayfield. But Baker Mayfield is being asked to just manage the game. You know, the Cleveland Browns are saying, hey, Baker Mayfield, listen, you don't need to throw the ball 30 or 40 times for us each week. We're going to ask you to throw 20 to 25 times. We're going to ask you to be an accurate distributor of the football. We're going to run the football. We're going to control the time of possession. And we're going to run an offense that fits your skill set. That's what Kevin Stefanski has done, and that has been so key for the development of one Baker Mayfield. And Cleveland has found ways to win in multiple different facets, okay? Over the past couple of weeks, the Cleveland Browns have been winning games because of their defense. You know, earlier in the season, Baker Mayfield throws 5 touchdown passes to beat Cincinnati. Earlier in the season, they score 49 points in a shootout with the Dallas Cowboys, and they win that football game on the road. And in my opinion, right now, you can make the argument that the Cleveland Browns might be the most underrated, contending team in the NFL. I know a lot of people talk about the Indianapolis Colts. The Cleveland Browns defeated the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of people are saying the Indianapolis Colts might be a Super Bowl dark horse. I'm not ready to jump on that bandwagon quite yet, but Cleveland is just as good, if not better than Indianapolis right now. Cleveland is one of the most underrated teams in all of football as I speak today. I think they're a legit playoff team, and Kevin Stefanski is to thank. I think they found their next head coach for the next decade or two. I think Kevin Stefanski has all the requisite tools to become a very good head coach. He's changed the culture in Cleveland, and I think that he's an early season, 2020 head coach of the year candidate. Kevin Stefanski has been excellent. He's been a great hire up to this point, and the players have bought in. Kevin Stefanski has changed the culture in Cleveland, and it is so exciting to see. Kevin Stefanski is doing a great job in Cleveland, and as I speak today, it looks like the Cleveland Browns are moving in the right direction. They will be a playoff team more than likely in 2020. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.